What should patients ask their doctors, and what rights do they have?
Show me the data. Okay, right. You want to understand, particularly when you are listening to podcasts or you are picking up information on social media platforms, etc. Be careful of things that come across as too good to be true. Where is the data and the information? Where are you getting your sources from? So I run international accredited units here, and I'm very fussy about everyone having access to healthcare. I always say when you have a healthcare problem, particularly an I deal with breast cancer, it's about going on a plane journey. It doesn't matter whether you are in the first seat in business class or the back seat in economy. You want a safe takeoff, a safe landing, and a safe journey, okay? So you don't need to have all the bells and whistles, but everyone is entitled to good health care. Everyone is entitled to people speaking to them respectfully, explaining healthcare problems properly. That's why you can see in my consulting rooms I have no desks. Not the story of the doctor being this vertical medicine of like a headmaster's office. I'm the doctor and you will do what I say. Your body, your responsibility. You're entitled to second opinions. You're entitled to people explaining things. It's important that you are properly consented around every aspect that you go into. Breast cancer is not an emergency. You do not need to, when some doctor says, oh, you've got cancer, we need to take both your breasts off and you need to tell me and we need to do it in 3 days. That is wrong. No one ever died of cancer in the breast. If cancer was an emergency, you shouldn't be starting with an operation. You should be starting with oncology treatment. Okay, so take responsibility for your health rights, whether you're on a medical aid or not. Okay, ask questions, make sure you have a proper explanation, work out what your options are, and know that if you make one decision like I'm too scared and I'm not going down that road and I'm going to take this herb and that, make sure you have a way, show me the data, that it's actually working. So I always say to people, if you choose what we call an alternative route, okay, we're not happy about it, but it's your right, then make sure you go for ultrasound so we can see that it's effective. Because if the cancers are growing, it's not effective. So if someone has told you that this is the nirvana and the answer to treatment, how do you tell? The cancer must be getting smaller, the treatment must work. And be careful of people who cannot give you their proper data and information. If someone tells you I've got a 100% success rate, you want to say, show me your database, give me some of your patients I can call. Okay, that's called navigation. You want patient navigators, patient advocates. I've been through it in this. We want medical care assist advocates. So I have 10 navigators in the unit, which means it's not just about what the doctor says, as the navigators interact with the patients and let them know and access to. Because what you don't want to do is come see me and I say A, and then actually the answer is B. So we have big multidisciplinary units with 45 specialists that discuss everything. But it's not just about multidisciplinary. Multidisciplinary we've been doing for over 25 years in this unit. However, and everyone's doing it now. So how do we know that people are following the right rules? So we could have a multidisciplinary chat here. I could refer to you, to the next one, to the next one, to the next one. And because we're all best friends, then we all agree with one another because it suits us. It suits me to take the breast off, it suits you to give chemo. Multidisciplinary has to be accredited. It means that there needs to be independent review, that you're following the best independent practice, international best practice. That's what we do here. So the data is collected. You can't send data out the country from a POPI law in South Africa. Patients are protected, but you can turn around and have people check on your systems, and we can access files that burn within 5 hours, digitally, so that you can say, have you looked after this patient properly? That's important. It's really important. We mentioned about your body, not the doctor's. So it's important that when you go into a doctor's room and if you're anxious and scared, you take someone with you. I have a technique where I take a history examine and then sit with the person and tell them to record it so that because you forget things. And I have lots of handouts. Like one of my handouts is Doctor Who, Doctor No, Doctor this, what to ask your doctors. You must always ask around what their experience is. You need to ask what their outcomes are. You need to understand that you need a right to know what's best international practice and are they following it. Okay, diagnosis should not be made in the hands of the surgery. People do not need to be rushed into treatment. You have a right to a second opinion. Any doctor who's going to say, I'm the doctor and you're the patient, have alarm bells, walk out. Anyone doctor who gives you a timeline, I need a decision today, tomorrow, and you must do this by next week, Wednesday, go far, far away. Any doctor who says the best thing for you is to take your breast off, also consider thinking long and hard, because the data today shows that the survival is better if you do a breast-saving operation. Very few indications, even in people with strong genetics or young, to start by taking off a breast. Okay. You want to know that things are being discussed in a multidisciplinary environment, and you need to know that you have independent feedback. And again, are people, how do you know that your doctor is following the rules? So for example, I often say Access into Breast Health Foundation, they will tell you what, these are the international guidelines, these are the local, this is what you need to do irrespective whether you're on a medical aid or not. Very, very important. Take time. Do not make decisions in doctors' rooms.